Hello, my name is Sarah, and I have a stationery problem. Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing well. I am very excited to film today's video. I have been thinking about filming this and setting this up for a month or so, and I do have another video. I think that I recorded last year about this as well, but I'm doing it again because I want to. So today I will be setting up my writing traveler's notebook. If you are new here, I am a writer and aspiring author, and I have several novels, all in various stages of incompletion. So if you are interested in hanging out and watching me play with all of my stationery, stick around. All right, I hope you have a cup of coffee. I will also be taking breaks to drink my coffee while it is still hot. Not really sure what this tiny coaster is supposed to do, but it's cute. It can stay. So, as I said previously in the intro, we are setting up my writing planner today. And I already have some pieces of it. However, I want to get it fully set up, fully ready for me to just dive in and work. I don't have to think about where's this and did I grab that. I want everything set up in my traveler's notebook system so that I can just grab it and know that I have everything I need. So I'm going to move that aside for a few minutes. So I have two covers, and if you're not new here, you've seen them both before. This is my Carpe Diem traveler's notebook. This is my Moterm cover. And I have typically used my Moterm cover for my everyday planning, so I would like to keep it that way. I want to use my Carpe Diem planner or cover for my writing planner. However, the first thing I want to do is switch my keychains. This one says, I love making lists. I picked this up at Kinokuniya in Seattle when I went there last month, and I just had to get it. And I also got one for my planner bestie, Asia. And I am lucky enough that my planner bestie is also a real life, not that internet friends aren't real life, that's not what I meant, but I'm lucky that she lives like 5 minutes from me, so actually seeing her is pretty easy, and I feel very lucky that my planner bestie is so close. So this is my other keychain here, and I just ordered this little pouch off of Etsy, and inside of it I keep some of my very favorite crystals. So I have a piece of clear quartz. I have this garnet that a friend gave me. I think a friend gave me this one too, but I can't remember. But I've had all three of these for a long time. I have a piece of amethyst here. I don't remember where I got it. And then my favorite, this is my favorite crystal, but also citrine in general is my favorite. I picked up this piece of citrine in Flagstaff, Arizona last year. And I love it so much. It's got the perfect little spot here for my thumb. So when I'm thinking about my writing, I tend to just kind of rub it like a worry stone almost. And all four of these stones are really good for boosting creativity, inspiration. Quartz is just good for everything. Like, I feel like there's nothing quartz can't do, but they do sort of have to go in a particular way because they just barely fit in my pouch. They do fit, but it's a little bit tricky. Okay, so what I want to do is just switch. I want my list keychain in my Moterm planner cover. And I want this in here because this is where I do most of my list making. I'm wondering if I could hang it off. I think that would be too annoying. I'm just gonna hang it off of this. So really, I've been wanting to film this video, like I said. I'm very excited, but I just woke up this morning, like, just itching to play in my planners and to get all of my goodies out and yeah, just kind of come hang out with y'all. Is that gonna be backwards? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Cute. Cute, cute. Okay. Now I want to put this on here, which when I purchased this little pouch for my crystals, I did originally have it on my writing traveler's notebook here, just like this. So it's just kind of going back home in a sense. There we go. Excellent. So the other reason I have my everyday carry Moterm cover with me is I want to maybe take a couple elements from it, like I'm doing with the keychain and everything, but I also want to use it a bit as some setup inspiration, because as you can see here, I have a bunch of page flags and things that just won't stay in, so we're going to do it this way. I have a bunch of these like page flags and post sticky notes, and I kind of want to use this as inspiration in my writing planner. So I'm going to keep it here for reference. I might, right now I just have this card in here for decoration, which I'm not really sure that I care about, so I'm just going to put it off camera for a minute. I might want to put my, oh, here. I was like, where did it go? I might want to put this in here. Ah, no. Come back, my precious. Oh my. Okay, there we go. Jeez. I got this really cute enamel pin. I think this is from Planner Monkey Co. It says, "Don't touch my pen." And I like it because it's it's magnetic and it's not an actual pin. So I'm not putting a hole in anything, which is great. Okay, I think that should stay. Alrighty. And then I am part of Sarah Cannon on YouTube, also known as Heart Breathings. I am part of her paid subscription, so I am part of her coven, and her coven is just her fan community. Her paid member service on YouTube is called the Broken Chapter Society, and she sends out little goodies every once in a while to our houses. And so this was part of my little goodie happy mail. And saying that, I will be right back. I think I have a couple more pieces. I tried to gather everything I wanted. I tried real hard, but I think I have to go find a couple things, and I will be right back. Okay, I found what I was looking for. This is my Broken Chapter Society member card. As you can see, it's a little bit bent out of shape. My youngest dog, Sawyer, got a hold of it. So, yeah, I will probably email Sarah and ask her if she has another one that I could have. But I know she's really busy right now getting ready for her annual spooktacular that she hosts every October. Ooh, that left a mark. I think you can see that. Whoops. Well, it's a good thing I'm not selling this. It's mine. I'm keeping it forever. But I want my kind of tactile, scritchy sticker. I used to have one on my phone and I scratched it like almost flat. So I want to keep that. And, okay. So I do have some things here that I know I want in my planner, or in my, I'm gonna keep saying that. I have some things here that I know I want to keep in my traveler's notebook system. So this is my series research notebook. I've watched a bunch of videos, I've read different books and articles and such, and this is where I keep all of my like factual information. So, and I have a little Salty Katie Co sticker. So I want to keep this in here. And then I have another pouch folio, kind of similar to this one. However, I'm tempted just to take this one out and put it in my writer's notebook, and then put this one in my everyday carry, because I really like the fact that this one has the 3 pocket. You can't see that. I'm sorry. I like the fact that this one has the 3 pockets here, like the card slots. And then it has one big pocket here. And then in the back, it has the zipper pocket, whereas this one only has a big pocket here, a big pocket here, and the zip pocket. So it's mostly the same, but here instead of the 3 card folio or 3 card slots, it's just one big slot. And I think I want to switch that out, actually. So let's do that. And then that will save some time on the video, because previously I had taken all of these, not these, but the page flags. I had taken them out of their packaging, the extras are here, and just put a stash of them onto index cards. These are just index cards that I cut down to fit in the card slot here so that I could stash them all. And if I was going to be doing that today, it would have taken significantly more time in the video. So you can see I will not be purchasing page flags like this from Daiso again, because they are not the greatest sticking quality. Like, none of these are sticking anymore. But this, I just taped or glued 2 index cards together to make a long card of page flags. So I've got those, and these are really pretty. These are little transparent or semi-transparent dot stickies. And then these are also from Daiso. These are just neutral dots. And we'll put these back. So I want to switch. We're going to put this in here. I think I had it on one of the middle strings. There we go. And then I can fill this up later. My everyday carry cover is not the focus of today's video. It's this. Okay. So I had this between, okay, come out. There we go. Okay, so now I've got some, oh yeah, look at, isn't that cute? This little list pad. My planner bestie, Asia, gave it to me. I'm not sure where she got it, but it says Fluff Mallow Co. So if you're wondering, that's where it's apparently from. And I do, so right now Sorry, I feel a bit all over the place, a bit scattered, and I have not even had that much coffee yet. So right now, my Salty Katie Co. cover, clear jelly cover, is essentially acting as my traveler's notebook cover because it's holding all sorts of page flags and sticky notes, and I would like to unbulk this a little bit. This can stay in here because these are all notes. So I need these to stay, but all of this extra stuff that I was just stashing essentially can leave. And okay, that can go. I don't need that. Okay, so that unbulked my actual notebook a bit. This, total side note, is a giant pencil. If you would like to compare it to a regular pencil, giant pencil. And my husband works construction, so I thought this was one of his construction pencils. And he asked me one day, he was like, do you want this pencil? I don't use this one. I have this other one that I like better. So I was like, yeah, I'll take it, because I quite often like to plot in pencil and make a lot of notes in pencil. And so I love it. It's really easy, really comfortable to write with. And then I thought it was a construction pencil, like I said, but when I started looking a little closer at it, it says my first try write. So I think this is meant for young children who are first learning to hold a pencil, and it probably, the triangular, I'm not sure how well it's coming across on camera, but it's a triangular shape as opposed to the, what is this, like hexagonal shape of a regular pencil. So this is meant to help young children hold their pencil properly, which I do not. I hold my pen or pencil between my middle and my ring finger, but that's neither here nor there. But it's actually really comfortable. So if you enjoy writing with a pencil and you see these out and about, I would recommend picking them up. I like it a lot. So I've got that just in my pencil or pen loop in my plotting notebook, because I am at the phase of plotting where I want to be writing in pencil and not pen. So, total aside, but 10 out of 10 recommend this ginormous pencil. But the whole point of getting my notebook out was to pull these things out. And I want to put I do want this stashed so it's easily accessible. That's fine. I don't know if I want it hanging out the top though. Whatever. Okay. So this I had pulled from in my pencil pouch. And again, these little page flags are from Daiso. They came on this. They've almost all fallen off because they don't have much sticking power, but that's okay. I bought them and I will use them, but I will not buy them again. All right, so I have some regular page flags here, or sticky notes. This little thing was from Daiso. I'll just put that there. And then this was in my notebook, and I do not have that many more sheets left. So I'm gonna stash this in here with these other kind of larger sticky notes that I don't have many left of, and we're gonna put them all in there so they can hang out together. Okay, next I have some pocket stickers. This is a large one, like to go in a notebook, although it could go anywhere, I suppose. And then I have these 3 little ones of varying sizes, shapes, orientations. I guess not sizes, but shapes and orientations. And I also, in my stash of goodies over here, I looked like a mad woman this morning pulling everything out of my drawers. I looked a little bit cuckoo, I'm not gonna lie. So these are from Daiso. These are also self-adhesive pockets. They are smaller. And I was thinking about sticking one. I'm wondering how well it would fit on the front of this. So these are in two pieces. You have the plastic pocket piece, and then you have the double-sided sticky piece. And it came in a pack of 9. Looks like I have 2 left after this one. Where did I use them all? Don't know. Various notebooks, but I'm wondering, yeah, that's not going to fit there or there. It's too big. This little set of page flags is also from Daiso, and the sticking power on the back of this is actually holding up pretty well. And I'm afraid that if there's the dogs, that's Newton. I'm afraid that if I pull this off, it's not going to stick very well wherever I put it next. So I'm just not going to touch it. It's living there, it's living its best life, and we're just going to let it be. And I'm not putting anything on there because that messes with getting it in and out of the pocket. I could put something here though, or on the back side. Let's put it on this inside piece here. So oh, okay. Yeah, I think I want it going that way. Okay. Let's stick it down, and then we just have to peel. There we go. And all right, excellent. So now I have an extra pocket with all of my doodads here. And I don't know that I need all of these. I feel like it's just kind of taking up a lot of space in bulk. So I'll have these 3 sheets, and then when I'm running low, I can refill them, but I don't need these in here right now. Ooh, sorry, that was loud. All right. Next, I want to fill up this a little more with some doodads and goodies and such. So I have these page flags, which part of me is tempted to my gears are turning. Do I take one of these sticky parts and use it? This is so dirty. I'm sorry. I've had this, oh God. It's a little embarrassing, but I've had this for forever, and you can tell that I've had it for forever because it is filthy. But maybe I want, let's see. They're both about the same. They're the same width, just different lengths. Dang it. If only past Sarah had thought about the fact that future Sarah would want to put these, I would have spaced this up just a little so that they all fit better. Well, maybe we won't use these. Maybe I can put these here and use, I'm going to be real sad when I later find out that I have used one more sticky piece than I have pockets. I'm wondering if I could just cut this in half and then I have 2 of them, right? Yeah, let's do that. I think I'm just gonna cut it straight down the middle here like a slice of pizza. Okay, that'll be fine. Because those pockets aren't ever gonna hold anything crazy heavy anyway, so that will be just fine. And then this, come on, yes, there we go. Oh, I always want to throw away the wrong piece. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. Probably better to do this with those pulled out, but it's not the end of the world. All right. And then this can go the right way. Hello. There. Excellent. Okay. I've got my big paper. I've got page flags. I've got big page flags. I've got dot stickers. I think I want to put some of these in my pouch here. These are the Avery repositionable tabs, and everyone raved about them. Everyone was like, oh, they're so great, they're so great. But I used them and they lost their stickiness so quickly. So I was not impressed initially, but we shall try again. So we'll put just one of those in there. Okay, these are some stickers and a card from Sterling Ink. I'm gonna put my other card in here just to keep it together. I've got them out to see if I wanted to use them, but I don't think I do. Let's see. Ooh, this is fun. I have a giant thing of transparent sticky notes. This is from Walmart. It's just the Pen and Gear brand, and there are not 50 of them anymore because I gave several of them to my planner bestie Asia. Let's stick it here. There we go. All right. Wait a second. Hold, please. I think it's too, yeah, dang it. Well, let's see. Sure, that's fine. Just to put it on something a little more aesthetic than this. Not that it really matters, but all right. I don't think I need these because I just refilled. This won't last me too long, but I have plenty. It's also all dirty, but just ignore that. Okay, so this is my kind of discard pile. Things that I'm not using or have already taken what I need. This I'm gonna, actually that can go right back down there. And these little square, it came in a pack of 6 square sticky notes, are also from Daiso. This one found itself on the back, so it can go here. That may or may not stick for very long. And actually, it's really bulky, so I'm gonna pull half of them off. All right. I've already done these. I'm gonna put that back in. Well, I do probably want some regular sticky notes because I tend to go through regular Post-its a bit like water. I'm just gonna pull some extras from my my little pouch or my box here. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I'll take like some. Okay. So, square and square. And then I'll put my rectangle ones down here. Okay. Excellent. These are a bunch of, I just grabbed a bunch of notebooks that are TN-ish sized. And I don't know why I pulled them out. I knew I wasn't going to do anything with them today, but yeah, that one was already used for something else. And that one too. Okay. We're working our way through the pile here. We're getting there. We're making moves, people. We're making moves. Now I'm going to take a sip of coffee. All right. The thought just struck me that maybe the front of this notebook is fine. I don't love it. But what if I decorated a little bit? This Happy Planner sticker book is Moody Florals. And I feel like these colors kind of go. Let's use this one, Create Joy. And I was hoping there were some more stickers that were decorative without the quotes, because not everything needs to be a quote. But these are lots of quotes. I might put this one just right here because I am creating. Centered enough, that's fine. And then I was thinking about this one that says there is magic in every day, because it kind of, the colors go. We'll put that there. And then, okay, that's fine. I'm over it. We need to get this wagon train moving anyway. Next. Okay, so I'm gonna pull all of this out, actually. Get out. Okay. Get out. Get out. This can stay. I don't want this in the front. Actually, I don't want it. I don't know. I just don't want that to be the first thing I look at when I open it. Sorry, you've been demoted. And it's bulky right up front too, so I don't want all of that bulk at the front of, I mean, I guess it's not all that bulky, but because I've been pasting things in, I'm almost halfway through the notebook and it's bulked up quite a bit because I am just pasting computer printer paper on both sides, so it's taking up quite a bit of space. So these are things that I either know or think I want in my Writing Traveler's Notebook, and this is the most important thing. This is my series Bible. This is where I am plotting and planning and doing everything. So I did just finish a first notebook. It was a Sterling ink TN or Traveler's Notebook, but they call it N1. N2 is the week's size. It was a Sterling Ink N1 blank notebook, but it was the 200 and whatever page one. So with this one, because I am writing a 6-book series, I decided to go for the 500 and whatever page notebook. So, well, that's not erasing as well as I wanted it to. So this is the star of the show. This is the main thing that needs to go in my notebook. And the ribbon probably won't, or the elastic probably won't go on it because that's going to be tricky to put on and off once it's in the strings. Okay, I am sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm like a little bit spacey. I think it's because I started filming soon after I got up and my coffee has not fully kicked in. So we're just going to go with that. Okay, so it's 517 pages. So the middle should be somewhere around 260. Let's see if we can... Here, I'm going to take these out for now because that's not helping. I think that's the middle. Yep, found the strings. 238. Oh, yeah. See, my coffee's not kicked in. All right. So I think I want this. I know I just said I didn't want a bunch of bulk on the front of my notebook, but this is the most important thing. This is the thing that I will be writing in the most. So I want, oh, I didn't even put it in the front string. I want this in the front. It needs to be, what the? Okay. Okay, they just got a little bit twisted up. Okay. So, yeah, I won't be using the elastic because that's not going to go around. And actually, I wonder, can I pull that elastic off? I bet I can, because it just pulls through. Because then that'll take some of this bulk out. Yeah, awesome. That is great. So now, put these notes back in, and then find where I left off. Yep. All right. There we go. Yeah, and look how chunky that is already. So I'm a little nervous about how much this poor this poor Carpe Diem cover can hold, but we're gonna find out. And next, all right, do I want my Sterling Ink booklet, or do I want my Planner Monkey Co. booklet? Decisions. I say let's go with Planner Monkey Co. This is cute. The little foiling is pretty. All right, so find the middle, and I don't think I'm going to do this. Well, maybe I will do this between. Yeah, okay. Actually, I might do this on one of the back ones. I'll do it on this one. And then I'm using this knot elastic on my folio instead of in a notebook because this really kind of bulks up the notebook. Great. And I might put I might put this, even though this isn't a notebook, this isn't a notebook that I will be writing in. So I don't think I'll mind the knot in there so much. Okay. This is from the Traveler's Company, or Traveler's Notebook, Traveler's Company. Yes, there we go. It's hard to see. Ignore the ring light. But each page here has little slots similar to this here, where you can stick notes. It's meant to hold, I would assume, you know, business cards or I don't know what, little Polaroids maybe. But what I'm going to use it for is, oh no, when I'm plotting my individual scenes, I'm going to use this to have all of my little scene cards in here. And then this is a really easy way for me to travel with it and keep all of my scenes in one spot. And of course I got a sticker, or a sticker. Of course I got it dirty. Maybe we can put some stickers over it. Let's see. Maybe we'll do this. Let's decorate this real quick. I'm a little bit all over the place today, and I thank you all for bearing with me. This is a bit of a chaotic, not a plan with me setup video, so thank you for embracing the chaos and just going with the flow. I hope you're having a good time. As good of a time as I am, or as good of a time as you can. And if you're not having a good time, I'm sure you've clicked off this video already. I don't know. Maybe I won't decorate it yet. The inspiration is not striking. All right, so I should have... Oh, there it is. Okay. I should have one left. Yes, I do. So we've got that for my scenes, my notebooks, geez, my chunky monkey, which I love. I love this notebook. And let's see, these things are, this is just a simple little craft folio, two-sided, and I might put this, well, hold please. So I have all of these notes, and whew, yeah, I don't know about that. So this is the one I'm using. This page is the one I'm using the most, and I do want to, I'm just writing on my notebook here. I am the chaos this morning. Okay. So that can go, come on. There we go. That can go in there. And it's gonna, yeah, it is gonna stick out a bit, huh? But I don't, at the same time, I don't think that's really gonna, like, the sticky note's not gonna come off of there, so I think I'll be all right. Oh my God. We need to be done soon. This poor thing can't take much more. Okay. So these papers here are various iterations of plotting. I have some Save the Cat beat sheets here. I like to keep this in my Traveler's Notebook system for reference. And then these, like I said, are all various plotting. So this was for book 2, this was for book 3, this was for book 4. I don't know where book 1 is. This was for book 1. But these were old iterations. Like this was an entire book 1 plotted out. But this was for the old version of this story. I have since changed it, but I'm not willing to get rid of these notes because you never know in the future what's going to be valuable. So I might, let's take a sticky note here and we're going to replace it. Sorry about the light, you know, sun and all of that. Okay, so I need a pen. In all of this shit, you think I could find a pen? Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to make a note that this was the old version of the story. And I'm not using it. Okay. Let's see. I would like a paper clip to clip them all together, and I have one. Let's see, put that over here. I have one here in my, come on. Okay, well, I'll use this one then. In my other traveler's notebook. I'm just gonna paper clip these together so that they don't separate and I don't misplace them. I would like to keep them together because if I ever decide that I have to go back or want or need to go back and write the old version of the story, I have got everything together. Because I have book 1 for a 4-book series completely plotted. It's done. I could start I did start drafting it. I just didn't finish. Okay. So maybe I'll put this in here. Or maybe I'll keep it back here. Yeah, that'll be fine. I would love to tuck it back in this back part, but the paper, because it's just a letter size paper, it's too tall, so it won't fit. All right. These are things, let's see. Yes, Sarah, these are things that I can use just as my Save the Cat. Let's see, this is also for the old version, so I want to put this with this. All right. I don't think you can hear it, but I can hear it. My elderly senior lady cat Ellery is taking her post-breakfast nap and she gets the cutest little snores. So she's snoozing, she's snoring. She's in her heated bed. All right. Let's see what this is. Okay, so this is current plotting. This is my Save the Cat beat sheet. So I think I would like to keep these things in here if they will fit. Come on. Okay. I feel like most of this video is just watching me struggle and me muttering half sentences. Okay, there we go. Next, I covered up my to-do. I'll put that on the outside there. Okay, so that is that. This is my bifold. This is a cute little folio from Planner Monkey Co. It's essentially the same thing as this, but it does have extra pockets. So maybe I won't use the Traveler's Notebook one, and I will use Macy. So I'll put my Planner Monkey Co. notebook with my Planner Monkey Co. folio. Cute, cute, cute. And then last, this I had purchased, actually, I'm sorry y'all, I am just back and forth, up and down, left and right. So this is folded in halves, like in quarters, not thirds, but a lot of my 8x11 papers that I use are folded in thirds, like this, after I just worked so hard to put it in here. Deal with you in a minute. So I'm wondering if I could just have my Save the Cat beat sheet just in here. Yes, oh my god, this is gonna be so satisfying. It folds a little differently than how I had it. Oh my god, amazing. This is exactly why I bought it. Love that. And I don't care that it has a little bit of writing on it, that's fine. Amazing. Alrighty. So, you back in. Because I know the Save the Cat beat sheet fairly well, but it is still nice to have the visual. Where do I want this? The thing is, it's gonna have to... How am I gonna do this so that it... When I open it, I can see the whole thing. Because right now, you know, if I were to double it up on something like this, I would open it, but I wouldn't be able to see it all. Okay. What if we take this out? I don't want to use a whole string just for this. I feel like that's kind of not wasteful, because it's not a waste, but I feel like it's a little bit frivolous. Oh, that's gonna rip that paper so fast. Okay, well, maybe that's our answer then. We'll put this back. And actually, I could trim this because we don't need all this schmutz at the top. This is not going to be straight. So if this is going to bother you, just fast forward the video a little bit. Okay. Let's see how this fits now. There we go. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. Perfect. Now it won't hang over the top. So do I? We are just all over the place today, folks. All over. And do I want it on this one? Do I want it to open like that? Or do I want it to open? Come on. I think this feels better. I like that. Okay. So now we have the dilemma of I don't have enough strings. I need another jump band. How can I add... Let's get weird, folks. Let's see. I don't know how or if this is going to work. I know you can add jump bands to Traveler's Notebooks, but I have no idea how. What if... Oh man, I am just gonna jerry-rig this. Please don't laugh at me. And I'm sure some of you viewers at home probably know how to do this, and you're probably kindly yelling at me through a computer screen. Oh, I should have done that side first. I have an idea. I'm probably going to cut some of these struggling bits out because, yeah. Okay. This is all a little bit unnecessarily complicated. Ay, ay, ay. But we are doing it. We are here. Some of us are queer, and we are making moves. Highly uncoordinated moves, but we're making them. Now I'm going to attach this back on to, I'm going to have it go around both elastic bands, I think. Just so it doesn't unevenly, what the? I feel like Mr. Magoo or something right now. Like, what is happening? Okay. Ay caramba. Ow, and I'm ripping my nail. Okay. Oh, folks, we are doing it. I'm struggling. I'm gonna make my husband put this on. I'm done. I'm over it. I know how to do it. I know I can do it, but oh yeah. Okay. So my cockneyed plan here was to do that around the bottom and just really hope it stays. But I feel like I want this knot okay, that's fine. It is what it is. And then, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. But my plan is to, here, sure, you can slide up right now. That is fine. My plan is to put this around this end and kind of jerry-rig another jump band on here. Okay. That is, it is on. It's definitely there. We're just gonna stretch this purple string to its max. Okay. And then that gives me 2 extra bands. Woohoo! Look at us. All right. So now I can put this back in. And I'm going to put the Macy folio and notebook on the, oh, it wants to pull up. Why are you so tight? What are you connected to? This poor cover. I am just stretching it to its max here, bending it to my will. And now we can put this back in. And I think oh my god, this is crazy work. Okay, now I said I wasn't going to do this, that I was going to make my husband do it, but I'm doing it. There is no reason a stupid little key ring shall defeat me. Okay, oh my god. Oh my god. Success! Oh, what time is it? 10 a.m.? I feel like I need a beer after that. I did it! Oh my god. This is crazy. So the other thing I was going to add, but I don't think I'm going to anymore. So if you've been around my channel, you know that I am using the Sterling Ink booklets system for my writing planner this year. So I have the monthly booklet, and then I also have the weekly booklet. And I have not been using my writing planners as much as I would like to. However, Q4 is usually a pretty writing heavy quarter for me. I did NaNoWriMo for years, and now I participate in Sarah Cannon's Rough Draft Challenge, which is going to be held in November. So you can see how much I've used my writing planner, because this started in July and I have not even taken it out of the package. But we're going to find the middle. It's usually somewhere around my husband's birthday. Nope, a little earlier. Okay. We are going to find the middle, and do we dare put one more thing in here? I'm afraid that this is going to be so thick that I'm not going to want to use my Traveler's cover, because like this thing is, I wish you could feel it. I'm going to, when I'm done with this video, before we do the outro, I'm going to go weigh this because I feel like it's a bit absurd. So I think for the sake of space, I am not going to put my monthly planner in here, but I do maybe want to try and squeeze my weekly planner in here. And in case anyone tries to tell you, do not let anyone shame you about back planning. You can back plan as much or as little as you want, and don't take any shit from anyone. I know I don't know where they went, but I know I had the other half of the year somewhere, because this is not used at all. So I don't know where it went. We'll just use these. All right. Okay, making sure I'm starting in the right spot here. How far out did I put these tabs? Okay, right at the end of the grid. I might fast forward through this part. I feel like people doing tabs is always like stressful. Doing tabs is stressful, and watching it can also be secondhand stressful. Okay, I have the tabs placed, and I'm just going to hopefully successfully adjust a few of these so that they are more in line and more even than they are now. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy with that. It's not perfect, but I don't care. It's good enough. And I'm not the biggest fan of doing tabs in the first place. So we're just gonna fold them over and hope for the best. Okay, let's see. Perfect. Love it. That's great. You can see the white on bits of it, but I do not care. Not one bit. It's done, and that's what I care about. So now, where the hell is this gonna go? I did technically take 2 strings with this. Y'all, this is fucking crazy work. Sorry for the cursing. I curse a lot in my personal life, and I understand that lots of people don't, but I'm not apologizing because it's my channel. Okay. There. Jesus. That is chunky. Oh my God. Can I add more chunk? Will this fit in the back? No. Okay, that's probably for the best. Well, y'all, I'm gonna go weigh this. No pens. My crystals are on here, but this is what will be going around with me. And I love a Chunky Monkey notebook, planner, cover. So I'm gonna go weigh this, and I will be right back with the results. I am back with the results. So I stepped on the scale just myself 3 times to make sure that I could. If you step in different spots of my scale, you'll get different results. It's not a super fancy scale by any means, so there is some variation, but I did make sure that I was stepping in the same place so that I got the same number for my weight 3 times in a row. And then when I stepped on it the 4th time with this in my hands, it added 2.8 pounds. So this is chunky. It's hefty. She is, truly doing the most. So I am very excited. And we can kind of do a quick flip together before I let you go, because you're being held hostage, YouTube hostage. So we can zoom in a bit. Okay, so in the front, I just have some decoration pieces. I have some Post-it notes and a transparent sticky note in the front and center. And I will probably often pull this out to write in it because I'm not going to write on the traveler's notebook. But this is my series Bible. This is where I do all of my brainstorming, all of my plotting. This is where the magic happens. So I want this notebook front and center. Next, I have my Planner Monkey Co. folio with some pockets here. And I have a Planner Monkey Co. I think it's like 60-ish pages. Insert notebook grid. Maybe I'll just add some of these extra pages here. Okay, there. That makes me happy because I do like using this little list pad. It's meant for rings. I don't use rings, but it's a cute list pad from Carpe Diem. So, moving on, I have my little card slot notebook folio where I can put all of my different scenes when I'm at the stage where I am plotting out every scene for a book. I do like to have every single scene thought out and planned out before I start drafting. I'm the kind of writer that I need to know exactly where I'm going before I start out on my writing adventure. I can't have vague directions like, oh, yeah, like when you're driving in a car. Oh, yeah, just drive northeast and that's where we're going to meet up. It's like, no, I need to know that I'm on this road for 2.3 miles and then I'm going to make a turn at this stoplight. And then I'm going to go down for another 3.1 miles and I'm going to see a big red barn on the left and I'll turn left there on that road. So my writing is like that, where I need to know exactly where I'm going before I even get out the door. So I will put all of my individual scene cards in here. I'm probably going to have to trim down some index cards because these do not fit the standard 3x5 or 4x6 index card size. But I have lots of index cards in my stash, so I can just trim some of them down and they'll be able to fit easily in here. Next, I have my second half of 2025 weekly writing planner. So this is where I can keep track of what I'm doing. I can keep track of how many task blocks I'm using each day or week to write. I can make notes about what stage of the process I'm in, whether I'm brainstorming character arcs, plotting Act 2A, whatever phase I'm in, I want to make a note of that. And then I want to use this right side partly for weekly planning, what I want to accomplish that week with my writing. And then I was also toying with the idea of doing some journaling about my writing process, because I keep really good notes about exactly what I'm doing, how much time I'm spending on it, what my word counts are, how many sprints I'm doing. I keep really good track of all of those kind of logistical components of my writing life, but I don't keep track of the emotional so much. I'll be able to interpret sometimes in my drafting if I spend 30 minutes in a sprint and I only draft 400 words. I'll know that maybe that was a rough 30 minutes, that my head wasn't in the game, that it was a hard scene to write, whatever, but I don't know. And conversely, if I write 1,000 words in 15 minutes, I know that my fingers were flying. I was enjoying the scene. I was feeling the vibe, whatever. But I don't know that the words were coming so easily, or I was really struggling to write today. So I do want to maybe start keeping track of some of that more like emotional component to my writing journey and see if that data can help me with my future planning. And then I have my Save the Cat beat sheet for reference here. Like I was saying earlier, I have a pretty good idea like of each major plot point. Like I can say all of these steps in their orders and what act they belong in, but I don't remember. And I know this isn't exact. I know you can have more or less scenes in the setup, debate, fun and games, so on and so forth. But I often forget, like, oh, is the setup 3 scenes? Is it 5 scenes? Is it 10 scenes? So just having this quick visual is really helpful. Next, I have my part 1 of 2 of my clear, I don't know what these are called, folios, but I have a bunch of taller note cards stashed here, sticky notes. I have a bunch of page flags, a couple little square sticky notes to jot down quick notes. And then on this side, I have a bunch of page flags, some semi-transparent page flag or sticky notes. This is my series research notebook. So this is videos I've watched, books I've read, articles I've read, where I am taking physical research notes on the topic of my series, or on a topic of my series. I put a little clear pocket here to stash more things. And then I have some larger page flags in this zipper pouch. I have an index tab. Supposedly these are movable. We'll see. I'm not super impressed with them so far. And then I have some dots here. And in the back, I just have some of the plotting for the old version of this series. I've changed the main character and the premise. A lot of the elements of the book and even some of the plot points will carry through and be the same, but they're happening to different people now, so it's going to affect them differently. But I still want to keep this to reference because you never know when you're going to need it. So I don't get rid of anything writing related because it's all useful. And then I have a pen loop here, which I probably won't use. I also have one in my series Bible notebook on my page marker. Probably won't use that either. But that is my Chunky Monkey writing planner setup, 2025 edition. I think the last time I did it was 2024. But, oh Lord, is she chunky. She's thick. And this poor Carpe Diem planner cover is just, she's doing a lot of work. So, wish her luck. She is definitely working hard. But I hope you have found this inspirational, entertaining, and let me know if you have a similar setup, what you use to keep track of your writing. I know a lot of folks use a notebook similar to me. I know a lot of folks use planners too to keep track of their progress and goals. So let me know what your favorite writing stationery supplies, notebooks, planners are, and let me know how you keep track and keep all of your writing notes organized and in one place. So, I am off. It is a Saturday morning, and I am going to go enjoy some time with the dogs. But until I see you again, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.